In this video, we're going to be looking at Weltool's incredible lineup of LEP flashlights and showing off some beam shots, so you can get an idea of what they can do performance-wise, and whether you need an LEP for close to mid-range or you need a beam that's going to reach over 2 miles away, these options have got you covered. And I've tested out over a dozen different LEPs on this channel over the last few years, and have been most impressed by Weltool's lineup, and they all have exceptionally good build quality, and they're definitely a great choice for anybody serious about getting into LEPs. There's a link to these lights down in the description below, and you can use the coupon code LEP15 to save 15% off any LEP flashlight at Goodnight Gear Shop. And full disclosure, that is my website, and I do stock a bunch of different brands and models of LEP flashlights there as well. I'm also going to be giving away some Keychain flashlights, and there will be 3 different winners, so lots of chances to win here. And the lights being given away in this video are the Rovyvon A5 G3 5000K, which has a green glow-in-the-dark body, the Rovyvon Aurora A7 Nichia 219C, which has a blue glow-in-the-dark body, and also the Lumintop GT Nano, which is a micro thrower keychain flashlight. And to enter to win, all you have to do is leave a comment down below letting us know which LEP flashlight is your favorite, and I'll be using the comment picker app to randomly select a winner next Friday, and full details will be in the description below. Before we dive in, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here so you don't miss my videos and giveaways in the future. The LEP lights we're going to be checking out in this video are the W1 LEP, which is a compact hybrid style LEP with spill, which is a very unusual combination, which makes it much more usable for short to mid-range applications. The W3 Pro Tac, which is a slightly larger and further throwing tactical style LEP with a larger battery. The W4 Pro Tac, which is an insanely long throwing tactical style LEP with a super tight and intense hotspot, and the W5 Pro, which will also throw incredibly far by LEP standards and is very similar to the W4, but it is going to have a larger hotspot and longer run times, but it will throw slightly less far compared to the W4. Now we're going to jump into some beam shots, and we'll start off with the W1, and this LEP has a max output of 630 lumens, with a slightly cool color temperature, a peak intensity of 175,000 candela, and a max throw distance of 836 meters, which is just over half a mile. This light runs off of an included 3000 mAh 18650 battery, and this is going to run somewhere between 50 to 2 hours depending on the output selection. What really makes this light unique is its beam pattern, because most of the time LEPs just have a super concentrated hotspot, but this light has a more diffused, wider hotspot, and it also has spill, which makes it much more practical for short and mid-range use, and it's still quite noticeable when you shine it on objects that are many hundreds of meters away. Here we've got the W1 side by side with the W3 Pro Tac, and you can see that the W3 Pro Tac is much more intense, but it delivers less spill. The W3 Pro Tac has a max output of 930 lumens and a color temperature that's just above neutral, so it's going to be easier on the eyes to look at for longer periods of time. Peak intensity is going to be around 550,000 candela, with a max throw distance that's going to be significantly further at around 1479 meters, which is just about 0.92 miles. This light runs off of an included 21700 battery, and run times will be in the 2 to 4 hour range, and this would definitely be a better choice if you need longer run times. As far as LEPs go, this hotspot is still quite wide, but the hotspot is definitely more intense, and it's doing an exceptional job of illuminating the tree line, and overall it really offers excellent mid-range performance. Now we're going to take a big jump up in intensity, and we've got the W4 Pro Tac side by side with the W3 Pro Tac, and as you can see, the hotspot is way tighter and more concentrated on the W4. The W4 is one of the furthest throwing LEPs on the market, and it has a max output of 568 lumens, a peak intensity of 2,880,000 candela, and a max throw distance of 3,394 meters, which is roughly 2.1 miles. It also runs a 21700 battery, and is going to be able to run somewhere between 1 to 4 hours depending on the output level. Color temperature is on the cool side, and there's a very small and crisp hotspot with virtually no spill, so it's really only going to be effective for long distance applications, and it would not be useful for something for close range by any means. But if you need to be able to point things out or spot things at really long range, the W4 Pro is probably the best option on the market with the most compact size. Here's a look at the W5 next to the W4, and they are very similar, but the W5 does have a slightly wider and less intense hotspot, so the beam will travel slightly less far, but it will illuminate a larger area. The W5 Pro has a max output of 990 lumens, a peak intensity of just over 2 million candela, with a max throw distance of 2,842 meters, which is about 1.76 miles. I'm running this light with two UB22-19 batteries, which will give it a max runtime of 8 hours on its lowest output, but you can also run two 22-500s or even grab an extension tube to run dual 21-700s for maximum runtime. Color temperature is closer to neutral, and again we've got a very crisp, slightly wider hotspot with virtually no spill, and this is going to be another incredible option for those of you with specific needs for long range capabilities. Hopefully this video was helpful for those of you looking to grab an LEP flashlight, and if you enjoyed it, please be sure to smash the like button, and if you want to support my channel, check out the links down in the description below. There's also a database with a bunch of different flashlights on my website, which you can use to compare their performance, and there's about 15 different LEPs in the database, so if you still need help finding the perfect flashlight or LEP, that will definitely point you in the right direction.